I am a woman who's lived in a lot of rebellion in my life. I used to do lots of drugs. I used to do lots of psychedelics. I would have wild sexual escapades that at the time I thought were pleasurable, but actually were an escape from the true intimacy that I desire to have with a man. So here's the thing about rebellion is there is something healthy about having, for example, a sense of skepticism when we are told that something is true, to have something in us that says, I wonder if that's really true. Maybe I should check that. Maybe I should be an inquiry about that. That is healthy, right? Similarly, having something in us that lights up when we're told that we should be a certain way, or that we should act a certain way, or that we should live a certain way. Having something in us that lights up and says, is that really true? Right? That's what I think of as that inner rebel, right? And there's a way to be in a healthy relationship with that. But when it becomes an identity, when it rules a person's life, it can, in my experience and from what I've witnessed from other people, really drag someone down out of their purpose, out of the true desires of their heart, in the way that I was taken out of the true deep desire of my heart to be a wife and a mother and someone who is a servant to the world. By living in this rebellion, living for myself, living for my pleasure, living for the things that brought me immediate sense of gratification and validation, took me so far away from those deeper things that I want and those deeper things that I would say God wants for me. So I'm saying this because I know that I am not the only woman who has journeyed this, that has an affection for that rebel nature, but also doesn't want it to rule her life anymore. Because when a woman comes into full agency and sovereignty and in supreme responsibility for her choices, then it is not a matter of being run by rebellion and run by going against the status quo or doing the opposite of what I witnessed growing up, right? So that your life is not in reaction to something, but that we get to draw on the experience of questioning, of being an inquiry, of trying something a different way, in a way that is healthy and grounded and rooted and doesn't have us losing ourselves. So, invitation, if this speaks to you, to really look at when you're making choices in your life. Is it in rebellion and reaction to something? Or are you deeply and fully rooted in your body, in your spine, and in your ability to choose freely? This is not about being perfect. This is not about getting it right 100% of the time. This is about being in consciousness about one's choices. And I really want that for you. I want that for everybody. And I definitely want that for women. So sending you so much love. This is something that you really want to tend to. My prayer for you is that you do it with so much grace for yourself, and sending you my blessing.